Hello, everyone. Brett, the comic novice here. And with the riches that we've experienced lately with the dawn of DC Superman titles, I feel as though that I was just waiting for a face plant, a Lucy pulling the football metaphorically away from Charlie Brown to be let down. And at one point in time, I feel as though issue number 3 of Superman by Joshua Williamson and Jamal Campbell could have been that thing in particular because we did have, the reprieve after issue number 2, where we had Lois and Jimmy Olsen kind of been changed by the parasite that was now microscopic, that was turning people in Metropolis into parasite versions of themselves, desiring hunger, electricity, whatnot, to feed and consume and to actually reproduce. We had, at least for me, in issue number 3, a couple of very cringy scenes where we get introduced to Superman, who has now kind of been morphly converted to Parasite. You think that he's going to attack Lex and Livewire, but not far from the truth. It's actually, he knows that he's hungering this, but he also needs to stop this parasite from occurring. And then there is a couple of moments of dialogue that I just find absolutely cringy, where we have some people who, again, have been converted to Parasite, and they're, hey, how about a chat to Superman? And then, ooh, oh, hey, an overnight snack, and ooh, thanks, soups. And oh, it just was not good dialogue. But the story in a whole, after getting past those bits of dialogue, it actually improved because we now have like this whole working with Lois and, Lois and Clark talking, getting to know each other, talking about Lex, trying to figure out what is actually going on. And then we get a cutaway scene of the Dr. Pharma and his associate, his brother or whatever. We have them who they're basically saying that, they planned on Superman and Lex working together. And yeah, how Superman is going to be so angry when he finds out Lex's true nature or what, Lex has been lying to Superman about. However, we do see the severed head of the Bizarro Superman. Then we see the character that is in issue number 4 of Superman, which I know nothing about. The reprieve from this is the character Silver Banshee is obviously talking to somebody, and it makes they make reference to working with Lois. We do get a tease at the very end that Silver Banshee has a relationship with Jimmy Olsen, so that's interesting. You have Dr. Farm, who is basically using multicolored kryptonite because he knows that it affects Superman. But what does the radiation have to do, or what can it do to other altered beings, which is very interesting. You have a whole storyline that kind of predates, Superman because or in Metropolis, where Lex has now left Metropolis and he is trying to make his way in the world in Metropolis, and he discovers Dr. Farm and his brother are kind of performing experiments on, and what I really like about this is Lex just basically says, it starts telling Superman what his superpowers are, which is his powers of observation and noticing patterns. And he started noticing that, homeless people were going missing, and he's tracked them down only to find out that, and then there's a really fantastic scene because Lex, it looks like he has Mr. Terrific's, terrific orbs or whatever. And he has, I guess you could say, Lex balls or Lex orbs or whatever that he throws at Dr. Farm's henchmen to kind of like cement or glue them down while he's trying to, not get attacked. Then, again, it turns into a buddy cop series between Lex and Superman, except, the buddy cop is one is a arrest individual in prison and the other one is Superman. And, there's this kind of like back and forth between trust and mistrust. And, Lex is like, why don't you trust me? And Lex and Superman keeps on like, well, I don't think that you're being, forthright with everything. I feel as though that you're hiding certain things. And then, of course, you have the teaser ending of, well, first off, you have the Silver Banshee who attacks Superman. And, basically, we find out that she has to do this. And again, what is Dr. Farm's ultimate goal? What is the actual truth behind what he's doing and what's going on? And I guess the other question is because I do know from listening to some comic podcasts and whatnot, a lot of people did not like Ghostmaker in the pages of Batman. They said they're so tired of people being, introduced to, Batman's background or his history in modern time and then, "Oh, hey, remember when we did that one thing," or whatever, years and years ago, establishing brand new continuity from the past into the future. Well, you kind of get the same thing with Lex. I'm kinda curious what people's thoughts are regarding this Dr. Farm and also his brother, I can't whatever his name is. But again, the cliffhanger is, "Please don't hurt Silver Banshee. This is my girlfriend," cries Jimmy Olsen. I love her. It is a fantastic story. I am so excited. This book, Action Comics, is something that just brings me so much excitement and anticipation for, and I think it's something that not only does DC Comics need, but I think it also is what Superman needs because again, for so long, and we still have lots of Batman books, but perhaps in doing this, maybe in the, Steelworks takes off. Maybe that is gonna be good, by Michael Dorn. I think that's his name, Worf from Star Trek: The Next Generation. Um, the Superboy Man of Tomorrow or whatever is an okay book. I was actually planning on, like, destroying it, but it's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not bad either. It's a book that can be read, I guess you could say. What are your thoughts about Superman by Joshua Williamson, issue number 3, 4, whatnot? Like, subscribe, whatever, comment down below. I appreciate all the feedback. Again, thanks for watching and not downloading, that's a podcast. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the dollar section, maybe looking for some classic Superman stories. Again, appreciate some of the Superman story suggestions that have been given as well as some other ones. So until next time, I will see you in the dollar section. Thanks for watching. Then we had the oh, come on. I'm gonna start that all over again.